Hey, welcome to Board Game. Today I'm Brett. In my hands is an upcoming release for Unmatched. It is Deadpool, the first release in the Marvel series of Unmatched expansions. Unmatched is really cool. It is a board game with miniatures where you go and you can pit up these characters against each other. What's really nice is you can mix and match all of the different versions so that you can have really cool combos. So in this case, we can have Deadpool fighting velociraptors from Jurassic Park. Either Deadpool could go fight Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Bruce Lee, Little Red Riding Hood is an example. Characters from like all sorts of different genres, types. Robin Hood would be versus Deadpool. Really cool options, and there's a lot of stuff coming from Marvel that I think is going to be really excited. What's interesting is that Deadpool was the latest release or latest announcement, but there were a bunch of other Marvel announcements made as well that are coming out in the future. So let's open up the box. We're going to show off everything you get inside. Show the back of this. And let's go through what you get. Of course, we get the dial. The first thing that really sticks out is the artwork for me. I think it's really cool. It kind of fits like the Deadpool film aesthetic with the artwork at the end of the film for that. Even down to like the Marvel logo on the back of the dial. It's pretty awesome. This is one that seems like it's a lot of small details that's going to make this a hell of a figure. The big one is like I have no idea how the hell Deadpool is going to play. I think this is going to be fascinating to see. Let's go and look at the figure itself. Show it off. The thing I really like about the Unmatched stuff is it's not just great plastic. They put a little bit of inking and shading into it, so things pop. This has got some a nice pose to it. It's got the bomb in the hand, swords in the back. Yeah, I mean this is just a great rendition of the character, and I think if this is a sign of what we're going to expect from the Marvel stuff as it's released, I'm really excited about that. There's also some detail on the base that's really nice as well. Really just nice miniature, really nice miniature. Love that art. Some great art. But I know what everyone's really gonna want is the cards. That's what y'all always go off about on the video. Show off the cards. So let's show off these cards. All right. Okay, well these are very intriguing cards. So this nails the aesthetic of Deadpool. Back of this card, let's show that off as well. And this is a set this is a set that's just really impressive with the details of everything. I'm really kind of impressed by this. This is crazy. Alright. Holy crap. This is like every single thing in this deck is... Alright, this is a crazy deck in that it looks like everything is unique. Well, okay. No, not everything's unique. There's a couple doubles, but not a lot. So this is a fascinating one that I can't get it's going to take a little while for me to really get a good idea as to what's up. The variation of art is amazing. This is a hell of a release, and yeah, I mean that's the only way I can describe it. This is a hell of a release. I can't believe they did this and the amount of detail that went into this. The cards are just the layout of the cards is amazing and beautiful, and this is just really cool. The variations of this. I think this is going to be one that's going to be difficult just because you're going to have to really pay attention to the cards. This isn't the type of thing where you have like 3 of the same card. You're going to need to really look at and pay attention as to what you got in front of you. What's this? Passwords. After combat, your opponent looks at your hand and chooses a card for you to discard. That's interesting. You may play this card as a ranged attack. Okay. That's awesome. That's really, really funny. Chimichanga break. If there's food on the table, the value of this card is 5 instead. Nice. Actually, you know what? This is brilliant. This is a brilliant card for so many reasons. The big one is, one, you got the chimichanga reference, which was great. But the having food on the table is such a nice fourth wall breaking for the game. Is such a great idea and something that I think to me is unexpected. But that's really impressive. This is really, the amount of detail in this is unfreaking real. Pick a card you play, discard this card, playing that one. I mean, the fact that no two cards look the same. Hellfire Club would do that one. After combat, recover 2 health. Then, if you're at full health, take 2 damage. Property of Gambit, do not steal Wade. During combat, if you made an exploding noise when the card is revealed, the value of this card is 4. Again, really playing into the character and getting you to play the character. As much as I love this game, I'll admit that the decks of the characters fit really well. But I'm not out there feeling like I am actually the character. This seems to actually engage the players to just engage with each other and play out Deadpool, act like Deadpool. So guess the name of your card in your opponent's hand. Your opponent must discard all cards with that name, otherwise they say go fish and you draw a card. This is not a normal set, and this is pretty awesome. Move to a space in a yellowish zone, then move to a different space in a yellowish zone. Okay. After combat, your opponents discard a card. If you won the combat, they discard 2 instead. After the game, if you won the game, your opponent buys you a drink. If you lost the game, you buy them a drink. This feels very appropriate. Kind of be weird playing it at home, but, it is what it is. After combat, move the opposing fighter 1 space, just 1. Alright, so we got size 4 butt kicking, size 4 hedge smashers, we got a medium pouch, custom pouch, small pouch, pouches, a whole bunch of pouches. Apparently one custom pouch is $1,453.01. From Rob's Pouch and Shoe Emporium. Well played. Well played. Mondo and Restoration. This is a really, really, really impressive set. After combat, draw 1 card. That's a simple card. After combat, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter or move your fighter 3 spaces. I think that's pretty basic. During combat, you may boost this card. After combat, move to any space in your zone. After combat, if attacked, deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter. After combat, if you won the combat, deal 3 damage to each other opposing fighter adjacent to your opposing fighter. The final card, after combat, deal 1 damage to your opposing fighter if you own the Deadpool Unmatched set. So, going off of this, it's a lot of goofy stuff. I am impressed with the meta in this deck. It obviously plays the characters, the character really well. This is the goofy Deadpool, the not so serious one, unlike some other versions. It plays to having the player actually kind of act out the character every so once in a while. So let's see. Look, I had to make the set on my own, so it may look a little different. I got no help from the corporate big cheeses, although I did get a little help from Weasel with his 3D printer for that handsome miniature. Point is, I had to be resourceful, so I reached deep into my pouches and scrapbooked the hell out of this. The good news is every card is unique. The bad news is, wait, there's no bad news. All the info you need is there. Boost values are circled on the right-ish side. Your power values are at the top left. Whatever you get it, knock 'em dead, kid. Look at that. This is awesome. This is really, really, really awesome. Props to everyone behind this. I actually have a smile on my face and I'm laughing because of this. This is an amazing set, an amazing expansion. I actually am excited to play this and see how it is on the game table, because honestly, reading through this, I have no idea what to expect. This is going to be a set that probably keeps players on their toes, so really, really cool. It should be out soon. Definitely get it. This seems like a lot of fun and a great expansion for Unmatched, and I think this is a fantastic sign of what's to come for the Marvel sets that are going to be released. Amazing, I keep on saying it, amazing detail and just seems to have taken the game in a slightly different direction, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Nails the theme of the character down perfectly, and yeah, this will be a very, very, very interesting expansion to play. We've got some links underneath this video where you can get it. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. I also want to thank Restoration and Mondo for hooking us up with this review copy. We got more to come. Of course, we got to play this out and see how it does in games of Unmatched, so we'll be circling back with that. As always, if you want the latest game news, you can check us out every single day at BoardGameToday.com. Of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all at Board Game Today, trying to keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling those dice and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.